the greatest of all time. Captured by a friend for everyone to see. First Cassius Clay, then Muhammad Ali.
I met him at a news conference in 1962. I had an assignment from the LA Sentinel to cover this big loudmouth coming to town. I never heard of him, and I did not know who he was. So I went to the news conference. Later on that afternoon, I was driving down Broadway, and I saw these two guys on the corner just standing there, and I recognized them. And it was Cassius Clay and his brother Rudolph Valentino. And so I hollered out, "We need a ride."
The brothers hopped into the car, and for the young fighter and his photographer, Howard Bingham, a lifelong ride and friendship began.
To be his friend for 50 years, all over the world with him, fights and queens and kings and stuff, it's wonderful. One of my photographs that I like a lot is of Ali, Cassius Clay, in Louisville. It's a photograph of him with a new Cadillac that he just bought, and he had all of his neighbors around the car, and he was showing off the car. Ali is a photographer's dream. When he sees a camera, he's always happier. And this photograph here is $1 million. Can you believe that, in cash? This was taken at the Bank of America in the vault on a Sunday afternoon. I was not there on assignment, I was there as his friend.
In the 1960s and 70s, Ali's beliefs and convictions were anything but conformist. Howard Bingham captured those moments as well, when he stood by his friend who was fighting outside the ring. Together, they trotted the globe. Wherever the fighter went, his photographer and friend had his back.
It's a self-portrait that I took of Ali and I, and this is in Zaire in 1974, and he was sitting down in the chair, and I had my camera, and I just walked around. Then I got right behind him and took the photograph.
When Bingham was ringside at Ali's fights, some pictures he just could not take.
When Ali got hit, I got hit. And I just put my camera down because he was my friend, and I just didn't feel right, putting my lens up to my head and shooting.
For Bingham, his camera is a tool. For Ali, it was a toy.
This here was in Zaire. This is Ali's spine on Big George Foreman with my telephoto lens.
Long after Ali's boxing career was over, it was Bingham who worked his charm and his connections for months to create a lasting image the world still remembers. Muhammad Ali lighting the Olympic flame at the '96 Games in Atlanta.
When Ali came into the Olympic Stadium, Janet Evan handed Ali the light. She was so happy she cried, because it was her big honor to be there with Ali. And there was an announcer, "But look who has it now." Bill Clinton, he had tears in his eyes. And it was a hell of a moment. There was Ali, and everybody in the world saw him. It was a big, nice thing for me because I worked on it the whole year. It was just amazing. I owe a lot to Muhammad because my eye and my camera became the world's window to this magnificent life. If you like these photographs, you would have truly loved being there when the images they reflect were captured. It is my sincere wish these photographs will help all those who may never know Ali to understand his life. There will never, ever in life be another one like him. Greatest of all times is Muhammad Ali, my best friend.